real quick. Hi, everybody. Little technical difficulties, but we'll be with you soon. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. We're trying to do this together thing, get it together. But as she's getting our camera together, how is everybody doing on this Throwback Thursday? Shit. Hold on. So anyway, in the meantime, between time while she's getting our camera together, we might as well run through what we got to run through every day. Guess pay some bills. I don't know. But anyway, please make sure you guys like and follow the Whole Entertainment Facebook page. Also, like and subscribe to our YouTube page if you are on YouTube. We're back. We're back. Wait. Somebody hates us. We don't know who, but somebody does. We good? No, you gotta fix that leg. But in the meantime, between time, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Whole YouTube page if you are on YouTube. Also, take the time to join BB's Beauties as well as the Rabbit Hole 13 Facebook group. Now, the Rabbit Hole Facebook group is a private group, but no worries if you send us a request, right?
Yes.
Here it is. Okay, if you send us a request, we will accept you. No worries. Just like I say, just be able to take a joke. Then you will be privy to hilarious content to get you throughout your day and inappropriate things if that's what you like. Now, BB's Beauties is a woman empowerment group, so women welcome to join to show that black women can actually get along. Men are welcome, but like I say every time, just don't be a creep. And if you are watching, forgot about the Instagram page. How do I do that?
It's new. It's our new baby.
We are now on Instagram as well, so please like and follow the Whole the Whole Ent 23 on Instagram. That's ENT, the number 23. Make sure you guys follow us as well. See some of our past clips. I'm still trying to get that together, but it's working. We'll get there.
It's a lot up there. It's a lot up there for y'all to see. It's the Rabbit Hole. It's not our clips, but it's the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, so far we didn't get the art clips yet, but yeah, we'll be there. And if you are watching this stream live, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and share. Tag a friend, bring a friend, tell a friend. Drop us in anywhere. We don't mind that. We're not stingy. If you enjoy the stream, somebody else probably would. So make sure you guys bring them along. Also, we would like again to give everybody a special thanks for showing up at our end of the summer event. It was a wonderful thing. Wonderful time. Vibes was all across the building. Special thanks to the host, Tommy King, as well. Make sure you guys check him out on October 14th, I believe it is, for his comedy show as well. Hit him up in his Instagram for more information. And also, if you guys aren't doing anything, no, fuck that. I'm tired of saying if you're not. Make sure you do this. Taking this page out of Cedar's book. Make sure you guys make it a thing to check out the Rabbit Hole 13 live.
Check it, whatever.
Just watch it. Live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. and it is hosted by Mr. Cheese, me, myself, Bianca Monroe, and Taj Mahal. If you guys missed it yesterday, you might want to spin the block on that one. It is on YouTube and catch that. Last night's episode, we definitely had
that was like a blooper episode, like a full of bloopers. Full of bloopers.
It's always a blooper episode when it comes to the Rabbit Hole. But in the spirit of the Rabbit Hole, where is my drink? Titties in the Bizak. Oh, I don't want to drop this out. But anyway, I think now that we got all of that out the way, again, thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We have a special episode for you guys. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a minute now. So make sure you guys are sitting back, relax with your drink, with your smoke, whatever your vice is. You know, we don't judge here. This is the no judge zone. I'm not a judger. See, there's not a judge either. As you can see, she's already puffing. So sit back and relax, and maybe you'll learn a couple of things tonight. But anyway,
Woosah. So in the meanwhile, right? Every time you hear the word consent,
we're doing this again.
Yes. Every time you hear the word consent, take a puff, take a drink, whatever your vice is.
That is our drinking game for the show.
It is.
Then you'll be fucked up by the end of the show like we will. Just like how we doing on the rabbit hole. So, don't judge. This is definitely a 420, 420, 420 friendly. Alrighty. Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah, so whatever your vice is, make sure you guys do that. But in the meantime, between time, I am your host, Bianca Monroe, aka Miss Monroe if you're nasty. Like I always say. I am a self-proclaimed free spirit who does not subscribe to any of the social norms. I march to the beat of my own drum. Some people may call me a unicorn depending on the day. But that's another day for another time. Another day for another time.
Another story for another time.
It is. That's how you do that. But anyway, my motto is be original because it costs more than a copy. Also, life is too short to have bad sex. And if you guys caught the intro, you would know that this is a grown folks podcast. This is not for your kids. What I would suggest is put your AirPods, earbuds, headphones, whatever it is that you have. Put that in because I do not want to be held responsible for anything that your child may hear and or repeat at school. You know, that's when they say shit when they ain't supposed to say it. But anyway, the purpose of this podcast is a sex positive podcast to let you guys hair down. You might have found your community, you know.
Shout out to Keisha.
Shout out to her.
I got her shoulders out today, Keisha.
Just feel. But yeah. Oh, and I ain't sent her the link. She gonna kill me. But anyway, make sure you guys. It's to have you guys let down your hair, let go of your inhibition, and let your freak flag fly. As always, this is a safe space and will be treated as such. So any disrespect would not be tolerated. That is between me and her and the guest that is coming on tonight. No disrespect will be tolerated. You will be muted and or booted. We all know what disrespect is. So let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. And most of all, welcome to the Playhouse.
Yes, welcome.
Whew, shit.
I feel like we've been battling demons for the last week. Last for like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yes. It's been a stretch to say the least. Thanks. And we didn't even plan that. That was
It's never planned, yo. Never.
I gotta send Keisha the link.
But yeah, I feel like it's been trials and tribulations, but we made it through the week.
Yes, just for you guys because we love you guys. Just because y'all fuck with us, we fuck with y'all. The rabbit hole included. This is the whole entertainment, bitches.
Damn.
Bitches. So I mean, I guess since they're here, we might as well bring them on. Before we officially get started. And I'll let these gentlemen introduce themselves to you guys. So, hello, gentlemen.
Good evening.
What's up?
How are you?
So, you know you picked the wrong night, right? You know the NFL started tonight. Right?
Listen, right?
Bro.
Listen,
bro.
I got the game on right here.
Bro, I just thought the same thing, bro. I was like, ain't no fucking way the Chiefs are playing the Lions right now.
Exactly.
Well, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Of course, we're gonna show up for the Queens. We got to.
You already know that.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Like, football.
Oh, we're about to roll into a season.
Oh. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys for pulling up on us. We're not going to keep you long. I mean, if you want to stay the whole show, you're definitely welcome to. But I know you're football. So we're not going to keep you too long. But again, I do want to thank you guys for pulling up. The way that the show works is before anything, we always start out with an icebreaker. So it's a couple of questions.
Here we go.
Get your feet wet. Get you comfortable. Get you comfortable with what's going on.
Dip your toe in
So, yes, that's my first segment, which I like to call Secrets and Spites. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't even let you introduce yourselves. I've been drinking already. Trying to tell my head, not my heart. So, we're gonna go right to Rel the chef. Let us know a little bit about you.
Role as chef, entrepreneur, I'm a chef, as you can see in the name. I also do my own herbal infused line. So I do wines, butters, tinctures for individuals to make their own products at home. What can I say? I'm just a Renaissance man. I'm into a lot of different things. Oh, I'm a Pisces. You gotta know that.
Oh, okay.
You gotta know that. Yeah.
Pisces.
Shout out to the Pisces out there.
And this is his brand, Herbalizations. Please make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. It's on the bottom of the screen if you want to know anything that's coming up in the future, what he has going on. I went to an infused dinner that he had. It was delicious, if I say the least. So when he say he's a chef, he's not lying. He's not one of those like Instagram chefs. No. Yeah.
Disrespect.
She's there to testify.
That y'all know me. I like to eat. I like to eat some good food. So if I'm going to put my stamp on it, I'll definitely co-sign that. But and Prince Hakeem, how about you? What you got going on?
I'm a traveler, so I like to travel the world, and that's basically what I do mostly. Right now, I got a few products that I make. Beard product that I'm working on at this moment, and the best edible cookies in the business.
Facts.
So, that's not no bullshit. That's not no lie. That's not to downplay nobody else. I just got this shit to a science. So I got the best edible cookies in the business, I would say.
That's how it's supposed to be. Gotta get it down to the science.
I will gladly stamp that, yo. I had one of his cookies when I went to go get my hair braided. My good sis was like pulling my head up. Like I was like comatose. I'm glad I was there for like a good 8-9 hours to like get it off. Mm-hmm. But it was like, yeah.
Well, I haven't had his cookies, but I look forward to trying it. I'm definitely 420.
We're gonna get you some. I owe you some cookies already, King Cedar. So you got to get your batch that you already done paid for.
I know. Remember I was telling you about that.
Oh yeah, that you keep forgetting.
I keep, but I appreciate you.
Understood.
Okay. So now back to the situation at hand. Going right into the segment that I like to call again Secrets and Spice. So this is my icebreaker, and for you guys, since you're a guest, we're going to shoot the question right at you. Cedar, do you want to ask, or would you?
Sure.
Okay.
So, what would you rather have? Good head, but trash coochie, or bomb coochie, but trash head? You can't say neither. Not neither. One or the other.
I'm going to take the latter. I'm going to say I need the best pussy in the world, and the head it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I need that box to be right. So that's just me.
Any specific reason why?
Because I'm not continuously fucking. Oh, my fault. Oh, yeah, this is an adult channel, so I'm not continuously fucking your mouth. I rather, you know what I mean. I love the pussy.
Okay, there it is. And Prince Hakeem?
I would have to agree with him. It's if the head is so, then it is what it is. I'm not going to miss it. What you would miss is good pussy. You're not going to miss like, oh yeah, it's just head.
Not only that, not to cut you off, my bad, brother. Not only that, you can improve on the head game.
You can't what?
You can improve on the head game. You can't improve bad pussy. Okay. Bad pussy you can't improve is either
also
you can't.
To then piggyback off that, then it's all kind of other things that go into sex that I feel like women don't think that we pay attention to or we care about, which is intimacy. Right. Intimacy. Right. I just said intimacy.
Intimacy.
I'm sorry.
Like you can't hear that word.
Intimacy.
Intimacy.
Okay.
Yeah, intimacy. So that you don't get that with head. That leads up into the main event. So I would have to agree with him. I'm gonna take good pussy over head.
Okay. Cedar.
Oh.
I already know what you're gonna say. I don't even. offer them, since
I'm gonna have to choose head.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. I'm not shocked. And why would you say head?
It just speaks for itself. Like, it just does. Like, I don't know how else. It's earth shattering for me.
Okay. Earth shattering. It moves.
Earth shattering.
It got me grabbing nothing. Okay, I'm just saying. It got me like doing like the backwards crawl and shit. I'm just saying.
My thing, I'm going to have to agree with the fellas. I'm going to have to go with good dick over head. I mean, it's a lot of things that goes into sex. There's a lot of things that ties into sex that makes sex amazing. Would I rather you? I'm not going to say I don't want a nigga that don't have good head. I'm not saying. But if it's if it's, I'd rather take good dick over head any day. Foreplay can get you there. If it's done right. No pun intended. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's why once my world and I done escape to another planet, I'm good.
So you gonna be a lesbian?
Yeah, but I don't want to reciprocate.
That's what I mean without, I guess, a pillow princess.
Yeah,
boy, I tell you.
I would never.
I tell you.
Hey, we still here.
Exactly right.
Oh. Sorry.
That was the first icebreaker. That was the only icebreaker. That was the first question. That's
Can I say something of what Cedar just said? Because all right, so I feel like, and I mean I don't know because I'm not out in these streets like that, and I haven't pulled women, but the majority of women I feel like would probably say what you said. Would you agree?
Majority of no. I don't think majority of women would agree with me.
But wait, as far as what, being a lesbian?
No.
As far as
head
over
dick.
Head over penetration.
No.
I just, you know what another thing it is? I think for me, it's a control thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think that ties into it for me, which is weird, but yeah. But no, I think I'm probably like 1 out of 99 that would choose it.
That would choose
head over penetration.
Yeah, I would choose
unless you're like a pure lesbian.
Yeah. I would choose penetration over head. Like I said, there's a lot of different things that can tie into sex that make sex amazing. And I mean, you can have amazing sex without getting or receiving head. No, not for you. No. What about y'all? Y'all don't think y'all can have amazing sex without head, right?
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
I believe you say people.
I believe y'all, but for me, like,
you don't look like you believe us.
She said, "I believe y'all." That's what y'all saying.
Really shocked right now. You're like, really? Is this possible? And
no, I'm not shocked. I believe that for y'all, but for me, I need that.
You need the head in your life. Thanks. Okay. Anybody in the comments? Oh, I didn't even go to the comments yet. Speak to the people that's in here. So Adriana pulls up with her first comment of the night with my girls, Red Heart. Hey. Mr. Cheese with the Europe. Make sure you guys check us out Wednesday night live on the Rabbit Hole 13. That is one of my co-hosts that's already in the building. Hopefully he stays because I see football is on.
He's not staying.
He doesn't support black women for real. And Adrian said, "See the puff in 2 days in a row." Yeah.
I know. 2 days in a row. You know, it'd be like every 3 weeks or so for me.
Right. Lightweight. And she's gonna say, "Get them mics working." Ain't got that kind of time. If you'd have seen what we had to go through today setting up, period. The mics is a no-go. And Brandy said, "Hey y'all, honey melon Ciroc is my vice tonight." I'll sip to that.
Shout out to that. I love Ciroc. I like the berry, I think it's called. I could just drink that like straight.
You know, Ciroc is not really my thing, but that honey melon does hit the spot. So next question. I don't like none of these. Drink or smoke if you done a nude streak in public?
In a nude street in public?
Like, I guess in the street in public.
Does it count if you were an adult or a child?
Whichever part of your life you had.
Okay.
And I need a story. I need a story attached to that.
I mean, I was a child, man. I was fucking around with my cousins and, sleepover shit, and we just dared each other to just, run outside.
Yeah.
But
I'm
wait,
being serious.
I got a question. Does the socks come off?
Black people don't take we don't take our socks off. What kind of question is that?
I gotta
I'm a whole
protect the
psychopath.
soul.
Once I come out my socks, I'm a psychopath at that point. Nobody take their fucking socks off.
Yeah, he's a psycho with facts.
Fucking psycho. You come out, you barefoot. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you went to barefoot.
He passed your
No.
test.
He did pass my test. I don't. Feet is.
I'm not. Listen, I ain't discriminating against nobody, but I ain't Jamaican. They the only people that just walk around all day with their feet out. They the only black men with their motherfucking feet out. The Caribbean men, we do American black men, we do not wear our feet out. I don't give a fuck what it is. We gonna put some socks on or something. So yes,
y'all wear socks in the shower. It's weird. But I'm not mad at it. Do not expose your feet to me too soon. That is a thing for me. If I see your feet too soon and I really like you, I'm never calling you again.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's bad.
Look, I'm gonna say this though. You can't be walking around judging men feet. We not y'all. We do shit. We out here in the streets. We work hard. Listen, we do construction. We do hard work. So we don't go. Yeah, we're still
toes. I'm done.
Whatever the fuck you got.
Whatever the fuck. Always protected. So why?
Listen, you walking around, you constantly bending, grabbing shit, so that's wear and tear on the feet. You ain't a man, so you wouldn't know. You can't comment. That's what I'm saying. You can't comment.
You can't comment because you're not a man.
Our feet different. Our feet different. So we don't judge niggas on their feet.
Because he said we walking, we picking up stuff.
We do our feet different. Our skin on our feet different. We don't judge men feet.
No, but
skin on my feet is different.
I am a woman that goes I get my nails and my feet done.
You should.
My feet is done all year round.
Yeah.
But what I've come to realize is that men be having soft feet. Like on the bottom.
They do.
But we get our feet done and we got to oil and lotion to get that texture. I don't know why it was different, but
because they feet always sweaty, so it's always moist.
Damn.
I hate that word.
It's not that. It's because y'all always doing weird shit to everything. That's why y'all don't have no eyebrows. That's why y'all don't have no fucking eyelashes. And that's why y'all don't have no edges. Because y'all always doing shit.
Wait. I feel attacked. I mean, I got edges. I got eyebrows.
Edges.
You know what, tiny eyebrows. Let me see it. You know what? You know what? See, I agree. Listen, your eyebrows be on point. But most of the women out here, they don't have no lashes. They didn't glue all the shit on and they gone. That's why y'all feet be fucked up because y'all go to the Chinese people and let them fuck y'all feet up. We don't do none of that. That's why our lashes be long. They always ask me, so how about the lashes so long? Because I don't do nothing to them. That's why. That
I feel we got to bring that back.
Consent.
Oh, come on. We're not just going to be shouting out consent all night. So, Adriana says, socks in the shower is crazy. You better have socks on in that shower, but I don't like them yet. He got to wear socks in the shower.
Yeah. We got water shoes.
That too.
You can't take a bubble bath.
We got water shoes for the shower. It's cool.
All right, that's cool. I just don't want to see them toes. He said, and this is the Prince Hakeem, that beard is marvelous. She's feeling your beard.
Remember when we used to work together, I used to be like the guy from Kill Bill.
Okay, next question. Drink or smoke if you got with someone without knowing their name.
A whole panel did something. Look. We had a time last night, boy. We had a time last night.
But did you ever find out their name afterwards? I didn't.
I did.
Okay.
My sister had caught it. And I just learned something. I just learned something, right? Shout out to Baby Plug on this. Most people have their number attached to their Cash App. So if you ever get somebody's number and you forget their name, type it in the Cash App. It's a chance that their name may pop up for you. Type their
That's
number.
what happened.
That's
what happened for you.
No, it wasn't that. My sister caught their name.
Oh, all right, I got you.
How did she catch her name? Can we get the backstory? How she caught their name?
So we was out at an event, and you know what I'm saying, well, feeling that person, they was feeling me, but my sister wasn't as on as I was. So they did introduce themselves, but I just never remembered their name. And then my sister asked me about situation. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even remember their name, and she told me. So shout out to you, sis. That's why you gotta have somebody like that with you. Like,
shout out to sis wingman.
Gotta have a wingman.
I don't know your code.
Oh, that's wild. She say my sister caught the name. Oh, all right, that's
she caught the name. She got it.
She knew the guy. She knew who he was.
Yeah.
I don't have names. I mean, it's because I play too much. You know, everybody got a nickname. So it's like if you're not somebody that I immediately associate something to somebody when I meet them. That's how I remember them. But names is not a thing for me. So whatever nickname I done gave you, that's your name.
Yeah, because women are good at like just giving out random names. Like I was reading, like women be like, "Mr. Don't call you no more."
That's that out in the street shit. See, I need to get y'all life together.
Oh, is this Bible?
That's the out in the street shit.
Okay.
Mr. Don't call no more.
I don't think we're in the streets.
I'm not in the streets.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Not no more.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm learning to settle down in my old age.
No, that's a joke. I'm just playing.
Down to my old age.
In my old age, I'm settling down in my old age. But me. Anyway,
I've been in the streets this summer. Okay,
Brandy
I'm
is
just
drinking.
saying.
Cause she been looking for a hoochie daddy.
Cause I'm out here. I've been in the streets, but I was in a relationship for a long time. So now that
right. You was catching
I'm
up.
out of that situation, y'all know how it go. Like I'm just
Catch up.
Just catching
See
up.
what's new. See what's new on the block.
But it's cuffing season, so I'm back. I'm out the streets now.
It's cuffing season.
Huh?
I'm done. It's cuffing season.
It's football season for y'all. It's cuffing season for us. I want to get fat.
Okay.
I don't want to get fat. But
that's normally what happens during cuffing season, though. You get fat.
No, I'm trying to secure my birthday gift, my Christmas gift, my Valentine's Day gift.
Hey, I got all of those things coming up too.
Yeah. You see?
But no.
This why the world fucked up now. This why we have to do what we doing.
I'm out the streets. The kids is back to school, so it's time to get serious.
All right, so what's your backstories with your names not knowing the names?
Did y'all ever find out that person's name?
No, but I actually ran into the person when I was with my little sister and shit. So they was talking to me. We had like a little conversation and everything. So as they walk around to us, I'm like, I don't even know her name. She was like, how you know?
You know?
She told me, she asked me how I knew her. I said, well, you know, we had a little situation one night, but I really don't even know the chick name. Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you gotta play it along. You can't just be like, oh yeah, what's your name again? Like, no, you just like, oh yeah, yeah, what's up? Everything good? How the family? You don't say exactly like family members. You just say family because that's overarching. You know what I'm saying? So that covers everybody. Mom, dad. You don't know if they told you somebody passed away. They ain't got any siblings. So you say family. Yeah, how the family? How the family good? All right, cool. That's what's up. Yeah.
You don't even care.
I don't even know how I would feel if I ran into somebody and we had a session and then they don't remember.
But you wouldn't know because you're not gonna ask like you remember my name. Who's gonna ask that? That's weird as shit. I'm gonna look at him like, really? You know what? I ain't even talk to you. I'm gonna walk off.
I'm gonna say,
Like,
we
I'm out of here.
actually
Like, weird. Like, yeah.
Yes, I mean it's a little different. Like I don't know. I might be a little offended if a nigga ain't remember. Maybe
Just it depends on how good the sex was.
It depends on if I like it.
No, but I like him depending on the sex though. So if the sex was trash and you don't remember my name, I'm not offended. What I am
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. How would y'all know if you do not remember the name? Because there's ways around it. You can be like, oh yeah, how you spell your name again? That's 2 E's.
But I don't know about me, but I'm gonna ask you, like, so you don't remember, like, cause niggas be lying though. They really be lying.
But I lie.
So you really going to ask me?
I'm not saying that. Even if you remember my fake name, whatever name it is that I decided to give you,
you just better remember your name
or something about me, or at least the letter it started with.
Hold up.
I don't care.
Bro, did you just hear what she said? She said, because niggas be lying. And not even 3 seconds later say, remember my name or the fake name I gave you?
Bro, listen, bro. I was quiet after I said.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
If I'm gonna fuck you, I don't know about B, but if I'm gonna fuck you that night, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to give you my name, my real name.
10 times out of 10.
I don't know. I can't speak for her.
Still that 10%.
Okay, now I'm not giving you my real name. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Which name you giving her?
You know I got it. Oh, plethora. I got a plethora. But
wow.
Yes, my name is Sheila. Now, if I decide that I like you and I want to spin the block, then I might tell you my real name.
How did that work out for you?
My name is Sheila, though.
Yeah, how did that work?
Ain't no fucking Sheilas out here. Listen, whoever you telling that, they already know it's a fake name. Who the fuck?
No, they don't believe me.
They don't believe it.
He believes.
How old are you again?
Don't matter.
You're too young to be Sheila. I wouldn't believe it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be born in the 80s, 70s.
I went to school with a girl named Sheila, and she, believe it or not, she's the same age as me. But like, my go-to name is Shantae.
Sheila. I gotta think about it. What's your name? Sheila. It's nothing to think about. So it comes out naturally. It's not like a Keisha. Like, no, it's Sheila. Right out.
No, I don't do Keish.
Why we gotta do that every time we say that? But seriously, yeah, I give out fake names. Period. Point blank.
Y'all got fake names?
Mike.
I don't do that.
Y'all don't have with your street name?
No, I don't do all that.
Okay, that's respectable.
This is the thing. So one thing, this is the thing.
Like, I respect that about y'all.
I'm upfront about everything.
Huh?
I'm upfront about everything. I like, even when I was like back in my younger days when I did cheat, I let them know I got a lady. The only thing I'm good for is a fuck. That's it. There ain't gonna be no dates. We not going out. We not hanging out. We not doing any of that. So it's either you can walk this path or not, and you get more respect by doing that.
You do.
I'm being serious. Like, way more respect.
From me.
There ain't no drama. You know what I mean? So all that fake names, you never know. You could be out with anybody at any given moment. It could be 3 years later. They pull up on your Mike. You done got engaged, everything. You with your fiance. Mike, who the fuck is Mike?
No face, no
trace.
trace.
You got all these questions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's the point. And that's the purpose of a fake name. No face, no trace.
I just don't got time for all that shit. I don't got time to remember what I told somebody
like
6 months ago, a year ago, whatever name I didn't made up. And then I'm recognizable. I don't really think I can blend in too much. So
Exactly.
Keep the same alias. You don't switch it
Yeah,
up.
you don't get one.
Every shit.
You just don't get one.
You don't be making up a bunch of random names.
No.
Oh,
I just, it is what it is. I am who I am. So
And Brandy not getting my real name. You can have my middle name or my best friend name for the night. I do get my best friend name sometimes.
So what's the purpose of?
I used to get her number too.
She used to get my phone number before niggas start calling you in front of like now they call.
Yeah. Are we gonna call?
Thank you for calling me so I can
check this shit right now.
We call.
I got 2 phones, so I'm gonna give you the tracks phone.
There go Kevin Gates to my left. Brandy said every time I hear Sheila, I think of why did I get married? I'm going up to this mountain to save my marriage.
Yeah, who the fuck named Shirley there?
Yeah.
I know that's a fake name. Fuck that.
It's not a fake name. My
That shit
mom
out here.
oh, you don't know. Just don't ask for my identification. But anyway, that has been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the little icebreaker we had. So we might as well get in Secrets and Spice. So the real reason why we have you fellas here on the show. I can't do that because I'm holding my laptop and my phone. Where the laptop at? Where the laptop at? Hey, but anyway,
I think this year rapper is
bars all the time. Anyway, we might as well slide right into pillow talk. You know I'm a rapper sometimes. You know I got bars.
That's why she got a multiple names.
There it is. You never know. Slice them up. Cut them the fuck up, bitch.
I'm saying slice them up. Yeah.
All right, I'll play too much. All right, so this is the segment where we're getting to our topics. So my first question to you guys, it was very interesting. I was scrolling on social media. I ran across the video. I'm not gonna play. I don't have that video that I seen, but it was a very interesting topic. So it was kind of like where this girl was explaining, like if one of your homies came at your girl, that means she's not really your girl. The reason she says that is because it's all on how you present her to your homies. So if you downplay her like you don't give a fuck about her, then she should know, bitch, that ain't it. We not together. He don't give a fuck about you because now his homie feel free to now come at you because he don't really give a fuck about you. Or versus if he gives a fuck, then his homies would already know that you're off limits. But my mindset was like, niggas ain't shit. Right?
A little bit of that. But I mean, is there any truth to that?
To us,
to
how we introduce women to our friends.
I know because it's a lot. Go ahead.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
So not necessarily how you introduce them, because you can if you're in a relationship with somebody, you can have them thinking y'all are in a relationship. Whether you say it or not, they but believe it in their head. But however you talk to your homies about her, like
that's my woman, like, or that's my lady, or if you be like, man, I'm just fucking that bitch.
Yeah, of course. I feel like
definitely. Yeah.
But even if you say that, do you think that gives license for your homeboy to crack at her?
Sure.
Oh.
And no, yeah. And what I'm saying,
we're gonna be split on this. I like this. We're gonna be split on this. Go ahead.
I feel like, yeah, and the reason is if you presenting that person in that way, then it's free game. If that person is somebody you're not taking serious, then why does it matter? But then at the same time, a lot of guys do that and say that and don't really mean it. They'll say that they don't give a fuck about such and such in front of everybody, and then behind closed doors, they telling the woman something different. So it creates a lot of confusion, but it absolutely makes a difference on how I present my girlfriend or the person that's with me in front of my friends, because then they know how to respond to that person. on a respect level type of thing for me and her. So yes, I mean, if I say no, then and I present that person where as though I don't really have no feelings or I act like I don't care, then my homie's gonna act accordingly. Sure.
So I would add, go ahead. You want to say something real quick?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I would agree with that for the most part. I would add something else to it as far as like your homie. So if your homie is your homie, he's gonna come to you first before you even approach that situation. Just because of the way that we presented it. So we presented it like, yeah, it's just some joint that I'm fucking whatever, don't even care about. Then you're gonna come to me like, yo, what's up? Because I had a situation like that. My cousin, like, he asked me, like, yo, what's up? I can do your job. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
A homeboy, so your cousin asked you. So is that normally the case? Like, they'd be like, yo, like,
I'm gonna just say I can't speak for everybody's circle. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I can only speak for my circle. So in my circle, then that's the case. That's always going to be the case. And it depends on who the female is because of how you presented her. Now, if it's a female that you might not even be like, all right, that's my lady, but it's somebody that you feeling and you present it that way, and everybody knows it's off limits. You just don't touch that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it's somebody that's just like, you know what I mean? And more than likely, we're going to come to the squad and let them know, like, it's up for grabs. Like, I ain't, like, I'm just, saying. Y'all, now this is the thing. Y'all see, it's the way we present it for y'all to be like, but y'all talk about niggas like that too.
Yeah, but you still off limits. Like,
no, but see, that's the problem though. And I feel
I
like
don't think it is. No, and it depends because I'm just saying.
What?
I've experienced
so
in my
it's
life,
different. It's different for girls. Once I say he cute or I'm digging him. Mm-hmm. Look the other way, bitch. You don't even see him. Like, you at this point.
You said you were digging him. Huh? So that's, you said you was digging him. So of course that's gonna be off limits.
Not even if he digging at me, even if it's just sex. That's not for you to try. This ain't that.
That's what I'm saying. It's different because I know females who have wanted to sample from the waters in the same squad. I'm just saying.
For me, I can say.
That's what I say. It depends.
I mean, I've passed a nigga off a time or two, but it wasn't nobody that I gave a fuck about. So I guess I can understand what they're saying, but for me, in my mind, as a female, I never thought of it in that way. Like, your homie feeling comfortable to come at me based off of the fact of how you were talking about me to him. I never thought about it like that. I always thought like niggas ain't got no friends when it come to pussy. Like, they really don't. I just don't believe they do. But I guess now we see, depending on how they're talking about us to said friend, why they will feel comfortable to then cross that line to even come at us. Mm. I never ever
happened to me, so I never.
Like, but that's in a sense that's human nature because that's everybody. Don't your friends, if you have a new friend, let's say you bring Sita around some friends that she doesn't know, wouldn't they act accordingly to how you present and how you tell them and how you talk about her? If you talk about her like she ain't shit and you whatever, then they're going to act like that towards her. If you talk highly about her, then they're going to act like that towards her. And that's human nature.
No, not for me.
I don't give disclaimers with my friends.
I mean, I'm not saying disclaimers, but so, listen, in the guy circle, if Raul the chef is my homie, and we know each other, we friends or whatever, but we ain't tight like that, and that's how I talk about him around other guys, then they're going to also move with him the same way because that's the perception that I'm giving of him. You feel what I'm saying? So if I present my woman in a way, whereas though I'm telling my friends I like this woman, I see a future with this person, I'm looking to take the next step with this person or whatever, she off limits, then they're going to act accordingly. And of course, it's backbiting niggas out here that's still going to.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was about to
still trying to do this, that, and the other, but for the average guy's going to respect you and not go there because it leads to a male confrontation that most guys don't want over a female because you look like a sucker when you do shit
like real men. Because there's a lot of fake men out this motherfucker. Like real men, we ain't gonna do all that. It's like no, it's a code, it's a conduct. But you got little boys out here in men body that's moving in different ways that make the perception a reality. Like, oh, this how niggas move. That's why you like, oh, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't doing this, niggas ain't doing that. And it's like, nah, there's only a few motherfuckers that's doing that. They loud, they boisterous, and they in the front. So of course people gonna just assume. That's just like when you look at the population. They assume all black people are ignorant X, Y, and Z just because of a few. You know what I'm saying? So perception perceives everything. You know, perception is truly reality. It ain't necessarily the truth, but it's definitely reality.
Agreed.
I guess I learned something. I guess I figured through tonight.
Next time a nigga come at you,
I never really thought of that. Like, okay.
But she just learned men have feelings.
I did like 2 weeks ago.
Like 2 weeks ago.
I learned that.
She just considered.
Welcome.
If y'all having feelings. So.
No, it's funny you say that though, because my god brother, his wife, him and his wife, they went to therapy, and she said that. I mean, she learned in therapy. She was like, she was never taught men had feelings, so that's why she moved the way she moved. And I think that's just accordingly across the board. Like, women aren't taught that we have feelings. You know what I'm saying? We just looked at as machines, honestly. Like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. This is expected of you. You can't show any emotion. I'm just. You're not taught. I didn't say you don't know. I said you're not taught. Like, you know how we're taught as men, we can't put our hands on you. We have to make sure we lead. That shit ain't taught the women. And if it is, it's a few and far between. I'm just saying. Like, what can you say right now out your mouth that you know about men that you need to do? Like, we can say, oh, we know we can't touch women.
You talking about that we learned?
Yeah, that's been taught to you.
Taught to me.
Girl, yeah, I'm saying I'm waiting.
That,
yeah, exactly.
I've been taught. No. I've been taught, and I can't say this for everybody, but I grew up in a 2-parent household. Mm-hmm. So although, I mean, my mom and my stepdad like worked together, my stepdad had the final say. Mm-hmm. So I was taught that the man is the leader. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I grew up. But I don't know if that's the same for everybody. But we grew up in 2-parent households. So
right. So that's the
Muslim.
That's the minority. Y'all the minority in our community. Most
exactly. You're the minority within the minority.
So, and then most of the times it's the mom. You're not with the father. So most women aren't taught that. So
no, I can see that, but see, the reason why I had the mindset that men don't have feelings is because I grew up with my mother and my father, and I never see my dad really emotional. Like, I've never seen my dad voice go above maybe 2 octaves. I've never seen my dad yell at my mom, so I don't like when men yell at me. Don't fucking yell at me, bitch. Don't yell at me, bitch. But it's certain things that I've seen growing up. So me growing up, I don't have that perception of men having feelings. The men that I've dealt with in my life, they haven't been super emotional. So it's like if I meet a man and he's super emotional, it's kind of a turn off for me because it's like, what the fuck are you crying for?
But you say,
what?
Okay,
you hypersensitize it by saying super emotional. Right? Like, we didn't say that. I just say the emotions. I didn't say super. I didn't say intense.
I mean, if I'm not used to seeing it, if I didn't grow up around a man being emotional, if I didn't grow up with like my brothers, my cousins, my uncles, whomever, if I didn't grow up with them showing emotions, and then the men that I meet in my adult age and they don't show too much of emotion either, and my mind is like, okay, I know y'all have feelings because you're human, but I don't believe that y'all have feelings. Like,
I think, and here's the thing, right? And I just learned this probably like a couple weeks ago, right? So I'm very, very, what's that? What do you say? Technical, right? Mm-hmm. So if you tell me you're mad, I understand mad, but you can't tell me I feel away. I feel away is an open-ended variety of feelings, right? So you're not going to necessarily get a response from me that you are looking for if you tell me you feel away versus you telling me you pissing me off or you're making me mad, or you know what I'm saying? Now I know how to, okay, let me change my behavior a little bit. Now I know how to respond accordingly. So with me, it's not that I don't think you have feelings, but you got to be very specific with me when you telling me what you feeling. Like, don't just tell me you feel away, because it's just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I hope whatever way you feel, it goes back the other way, because I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
Yeah, but y'all talking on a personal level. We talking in general.
That
and y'all done.
I can't say for anybody else. Like, yeah. what would be an example of you feeling like women don't respect men's feelings?
Yeah.
I'll be.
Where do we begin? I don't know. I
could just go back and just rewind like 5 minutes ago to Ree Monroe saying that she just found out 2 weeks ago that we had feelings.
Exactly.
So that's just it right there.
My fault?
No, it
is
not your fault. No, it is your fait is. No, we're not gonna give her a pass. It is your fault.
We're not gonna give her a pass.
No. The reason I'm not, because
it is your fault.
It is, bro. It's her fault, yeah. And I'm not coming at her. But
yeah, I know.
What I'm saying is, on the flip side, they wouldn't let us get away with if we said we didn't know. There wouldn't be no way for us not to know how to treat or act accordingly to women in our community. You feel what I'm saying? So for them to not know that we got feelings and not understand this, that, and the other, and they have been around nothing but black men, it makes zero sense to me. You
black
know?
men show no emotion.
All right, and that leads up to my question I was about to ask you. Why do you think that is?
He's trying to say we don't respect their feelings.
No,
so
they don't say it's not a safe space.
It doesn't, because it doesn't.
Okay, I understand that, but at the end of the day, if you have to actually go back to how you are raised and what you are, it was nature versus nurture, right? If I'm in a situation where I'm being raised by a black man and he shows little to no emotion, my grandfather showed little to no emotion. My uncles, little to no emotion. Then I'm grown. I'm dealing with black men that show little to no emotion. In my mind, I know scientifically, biology, whatever, all of those things, we're all human. We all have feelings. Just when you cut, you're going to bleed. I understand all of that. But if you're not showing me any type of emotion, if I do something to you and you brush it off like you don't give a fuck, then you didn't have an emotion to it. I'm not going to dive deeper, whereas though women are more prone to opening up and telling you did X, Y, and Z, I feel X, Y, and Z about it. Men typically shut down, and then there's nothing that you'll get from them. So is that my fault?
We've been socialized to shut down. That's why, because when we have shown emotion, or men in the past have shown emotion, it has been met with, oh, why you acting like a bitch? Or acting like a pussy? Or you acting soft?
Right.
Like our manhood is
emotional. What you just said.
I'm just saying, manhood is immediately challenged once we do show emotion. All right. So and I'm not going to
I agree.
And those words don't necessarily have to. It don't necessarily have to be those words, but our manhood is directly challenged as soon as a man shows emotion. I'm just going off of history.
That's true. That's true. Let me piggyback off of what the man just said. That's number one. That's the fact. But also, we get bred different, and we get raised from children different. From day one, it's you're not supposed to cry. You a boy. You're not supposed to do this. You're a boy. You're not supposed to do this. You're a man. And that's the reason. So it's bred in the culture on why we don't show it.
And whose fault is that?
It's everyone's fault. It's everyone's fault. It's our
time. When are you accountable for you?
All right. So no, so that's what I was just asking you. When are you accountable for you? You can't sit here.
So 2 weeks ago,
yes,
I had realizations. Oh, men have feelings.
But going back to that, all right. So I said I was raised in a 2-parent household. Now, my stepdad showed emotion, which is why I could recognize a man having emotion. But it was met with the exact word. Like, so if he was mad, we seem mad. If he was sad, we seem sad. You get what I'm saying? So my brother is the same way. Most men that I've dealt with, sorry, Pisces, Y'all are very in tune with y'all.
That's cool.
y'all are very in tune with y'all feelings.
Oh no, we are. We are.
Cancer men, Scorpio men are very in tune with their feelings.
We are. Yeah. Water signs.
Huh?
I say water signs.
Water signs. So I've seen men like have their emotion. However, what I don't recognize is when you're not specific with me. I can't fix it. I can't remedy the situation. I can't, acknowledge it if you don't acknowledge it for what it is.
I agree with that. I mean, communication is key across the board.
I think most men show emotion, but I don't think they know how to articulate themselves in a way that we can understand it. So it gets lost in translation too. Because I don't think that all men don't show emotion. I don't think that most men don't show emotion. I just think that men, they don't know how to articulate it. So that it's like, fuck it, I'm going to just leave it alone and just work through it versus actually saying it.
I don't know. I feel like we know how to articulate exactly how we feel when we say it. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody listen. And that's why we just don't say anything or shut down. That's the average man.
It's not a one size fits all, and that's where
I feel
like men tend to fall short. It's like you'll take something from that happened 10 years ago, and then you apply it to the rest of your life. Every situation is not the same. It's not the cookie cutter situation. You dealing with one woman who may not have recognized your feelings or gave a fuck about your feelings, and then you break it down. You dealing with somebody who is communicating, who wants to be your safe place. But no, the last bitch that I opened up to 10 years ago, she told me that I was a crybaby. Now I'm a bitch because I showed some type whose fault is that? Y'all use the same logic in every situation.
No, that's not true. But y'all the queens of that, because we gotta pay for every relationship y'all been in prior to meeting us. And all the bullshit that whoever put y'all through, all the baggage that y'all bring to the table when y'all get to the fuck me, then we got to deal with all of that. So it's the same thing. What we trying to say is
not if she's healing.
It's the same thing. And
no, it's not. I mean,
yes, it is. What she just said is the exact same thing which y'all what women do, and we have to grind and fucking bear it, or grin and bear it, however the fuck you say it. We got to put up with that shit on a daily basis, meeting women and whatever the hell y'all been through, and whoever scarred you, whoever cheated on you, whatever did this, whatever nigga lied to you, now you applying that shit to me. So it's the same thing. It's no different in that, but what we're trying to say is exactly what we're saying now. We're telling you how we feel and y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't listening. We're explaining y'all combating on what we're trying to say on how men feel.
We're not being combative. We're having a discussion for us to understand it. So this is what we have to do with men. We have to ask questions and then pull shit out in order to get more answers. Otherwise, it'll be
silent.
Exactly. So and then here's the thing, right? That's what I mean when I say articulate it in a way that we can understand. Because I can tell you that you did X, Y, and Z. You hurt my feelings, right? And you may not understand it based on how I said it. But if you heard it from your homeboy and he explained it to you in whatever language y'all speak, and then you understand it, and then you come back and you be like, you know what, babe, I'm sorry, I was wrong, or now I get it, now that I done heard it from somebody else. The only thing you can do if you don't understand it is to ask more questions, because if I don't ask, I really don't care.
Understood.
Okay. All right.
Drop the mic. Bars.
No, we're literally just giving you that. Like, we're gonna let you,
right?
Show we just gonna
exactly.
Give you that.
And that wasn't either.
Exactly.
We were raised properly.
I agree, bro. I agree.
Exactly, bro.
It's on their show.
Exactly.
I'm a chill.
But no, seriously, in all seriousness, though, like I said, this is not man versus woman thing.
Oh, no, not at all.
And believe it or not, right? before most women, I would assume, if you have a hiccup with your relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And say me and my nigga got into an argument, right? And I couldn't see his side of it. I will bring it to my homegirl, and hopefully she can help me. But even if she can't, I do have a few male friends that I trust that would give me it from a man's perspective, so that way I can understand it. You know, well, like that's good. 10, right? If I'm truly asking you, like if I'm asking, I really do care. It's when I don't ask any questions.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. If I say okay, all right, and I don't, then I don't care. It is what it is.
But it's to come to some type of level of understanding. Yes, I'm more so empathetic, and I can understand. I can step outside myself as a woman to try to understand why you feel this way, what is going on. I try to have that conversation and communicate. Like I said, communicate. Communication is key. Communication saves the nation, right? So, but if I'm not getting nothing on the receiving end, if you're not showing me any type of emotion, what is it? What do you do then? Like, I understand you have feelings. I do. As like, I mean, duh.
As of 2 weeks ago.
Duh. But
2 weeks ago.
That's 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I feel like they have feelings, but I don't feel like they equate their feelings to their emotions. Like, if you're not telling me that I hurt you, how am I supposed to know that I hurt you? Yeah. If you're not telling me that I made you happy, how am I supposed to know that you're happy? If you don't show any type of emotions, which black men typically don't, you're too cool for school most of the time. It's like, okay,
we've been laughing on this doing all day. What you talking about? That's an emotion.
What?
Laughing is an emotion?
I say we've been laughing this whole time. So I'm just saying. That's an emotion.
I'm just saying, like, if you want your feelings and emotions to be heard, then that's something that you have to say. I
don't think they should have to say that they want their emotions heard.
Not saying that. I mean saying whatever.
You should just express it.
Right. That's what I mean. Express yourself. What nothing wrong? Express yourself. Yes, do that, because that's what we need. Like, I'm not a mind.
So in return, what we need is a receiving end, and not all this bullshit that we see back on the internet about
the internet.
How I'm just saying it's people. What I'm saying, I ain't talking about just the internet. I'm saying it's just the people. Some people sharing their feelings on the internet or just out in the open about. If I was to say how I feel about something, and women don't, it's not receiving. We need more the receiving end, and then guys that feel more open to say how they feel. But when you say how you feel, and then that gets translated into you some type of bitch, or you emotional, or you this, or you that, or whatever the fuck the stigma is that they want to paint a black man with, it's never going to happen.
I agree with you. I really agree with you. I think that we do also need to create safe spaces for men, so that way, I feel like I don't want to say emotional, right? I feel like I need my man to know how to pick and choose his battles. You know what I'm saying? The same way I need to learn how to be. Not learn how to be, I am that way. I feel like the problem is, and I think that's where the label comes in at for sometimes some men, is where everything or feels like everything is a problem. And then it becomes like, is this a battle we really should be fighting? Is this something like we could have just worked out and you turned it into something bigger than what it was? I think we need to find that balance. Like, because I do want my man to be able to come to me and tell me how he feeling, what's going on with him, because I want to be that safe space, because I believe that it can create the strongest and the best possible connection. But also, you can't be running to me with every little feeling. I don't want that. You got to figure it out, what battles to fight with me, or what problems come to me with. You can't.
Now, see, I disagree with that, because you can't tell him, even though you might feel like it's small, he might have felt like it was a mountain. You can't tell him that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, work that out with you first, and then come to me.
She come with stipulations.
and see, and here we go, and that's why
work that out with you first.
And that's why
I want to create a safe space
and then
you know why? Because I do that. Like before I blow the situation up, whatever the situation is, I sit here and I ask myself, see there, are you tripping? And then I'll even probably run it past you like, yo, B, like, is it me? Oh, it's not. It's on. I'm on go now. You get what I'm saying? Before I even bring it to him.
Okay.
But I don't think that some women, a lot of women don't. But I do that because every battle is not worth the fight. Every problem, sometimes it could just be worked out with you just being like, this is how this made me feel, or this was, and
right,
and that be that. But I feel like I've ran across some men where it's just like, yo, like you nagging me, like give me a minute. We didn't even work through the last problem when you got a new problem.
It's just problem just compound problems.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that because I need time to digest that problem. Like, I need time to digest, work through it, get through it before you overload me with another one.
Got you. So LC pulled up with hey. Brandy said, "Facts, Cedar, I agree with you." And Brandy is laughing. And Adriana said, "Whole time we don't be tripping."
Yeah.
We don't be tripping.
Yeah.
Black women don't trip. Black women don't cheat, and black women don't trip.
Y'all take vacations. I know. Y'all take vacations.
So we don't trip.
I am.
I like that.
Bars
all night.
Listen.
Anyway, but so
Kim, I don't know if you're watching the game, but it's 14-14.
What happened?
It's 14-14 third quarter. Just let you know.
Appreciate it.
All right, okay. So
9:30 left.
Okay, that's what we saying?
I'm giving them updates, man. In case you're not in tune, I'm giving them updates.
Anyway, bro, you got anything you want to say on the topic before we move on?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I didn't hear you.
Did you have anything you want to see? That's y'all don't listen to nothing.
No, whole time out. I said I didn't hear you. I was listening. Nah, I'm good. I think we got it all cleared out. Let's move on to the next one.
He's just trying to go and watch the game. All right.
I'm not trying. I'm watching the game. I'm multitasking. See, we can do that too.
I wanted to get into conditional versus unconditional. Okay. Do you believe it's a such thing to be unconditional? Is that what I wanted to ask? I'm not.
I play the video.
Oh, right. I got a video, and this is why I said that. But yeah, hold on.
I got a video. She forgot about the video.
I did. Listen, right? Don't do me. Listen, okay?
Like my eyes is getting lower and lower.
Okay, so here's the video.
Or conditional. You've been taught to be conditional. You only provide when a woman and when it fits you. You only provide for a woman when she's eye to eye with you. You're conditional providers. You're conditional lovers. You're conditional supporters. So if she's in her feelings, oh, I ain't dealing with her no more. But we expect the woman to be unconditional. So regardless of how she feels, she should cook for us. Regardless of how she feels, she should clean, raise our children, and even go out there to work 8 to 16-hour shifts to come home and help us with our responsibility. You were taught by weak men how to be weak men, and then you have the audacity to call men that provide their woman's every need a simp. We can provide women's needs because we first can provide our own. If a woman comes in my life or leaves my life, I can still provide for myself. A lot of you men will be homeless. You don't have the right to be conditional anything when you need this woman to bring something to the table to feed you. You're a conditional provider. She's happy with you, you'll provide. Is she speaking to you in a tone you like, you'll provide. But soon as she talks to you or tells you the truth about you, you get into your emotions. You have been taught to be conditional, but you expect a woman to be unconditional. So if you done did something she dislikes or disapproves of, you would still expect her to be feminine.
So first thing is, you see how you say you jump in your emotions, right? You see how you make that a negative thing. That's the first thing.
That was where it cut off at. That's the end of the video.
Nah. So what's the question now?
So, what was the question?
This one.
Shout out to B. We didn't even consider that much.
Oh, we didn't. No, that's crazy.
Okay. So, do you think there are conditional providers? And if so, are you one of those conditional providers?
I need you not to shake your head like that.
This shit is wild. Yo, they put this in on good ones. That's what's up. I'm gonna say this because we speak in general. There are conditional providers, but it's on both sides, and of course, it's not men versus women. But yeah, am I a conditional provider? No, I'm not a conditional provider, but I'm not an unconditional provider either.
Okay, please elaborate.
Because you can't all right. So it's not in a bad way. So for me, right, and it's all about, like you say, the nature, nurture, who you raise around, who's in front of you, things like that. So like my old heads and my elders or whatever, like there's levels. So you have, you dating this individual, certain things you want to do. When you're in a relationship with an individual, certain things you want to do. But when you're a wife, that's when you become unconditional. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to that point. Unconditional doesn't start at the beginning, but because people start unconditionally or do certain things in the beginning, now is a standard set, which across the board, this is what people need to do. It's like, no, you don't deserve that. I'm not and I'm just talking from personal experience because I've been the unconditional in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And you lose it, and it ain't about the finances, you know what I mean? But you lose a bag. Like, it ain't nothing, that's a bad investment right there. I don't believe in bad investments. And when I was younger, you don't think about that shit, but I look at everything as a business. A relationship is a business. A marriage is a business. You know what I'm saying? So I look at everything from that standpoint. If I'm investing in something, I want to make sure that there's going to be some return. So if I want to invest something and it's going to be for unconditional because that's what I'm going to give you, then I got to make sure that you're going to get that shit back to me. And you weed that out by going through that process. If somebody wants unconditional in the beginning, that to me is already a red flag. Like,
he must have got a phone call. But in the meantime, Prince Akeem, what's your take on the whole thing?
I don't know. I just feeling like a lot of stuff just be.
My bad, technical.
Go ahead, let him go. I gotta get my thoughts together.
My bad, technical difficulties over here. My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so
go ahead, bro.
If you want unconditional, like I was just saying, if you want unconditional in the beginning, that's already a red flag to me. That's just, Go ahead.
So what's the sign of unconditional love? Or unconditional provisions provided.
I'm sorry, you say what's the what?
What is a sign of automatically wanting unconditional provision from a woman
nowadays in 2023? Oh, they tell you right off the bat, I'm gonna need you to pay these bills. Like, there ain't no in between, no mixed words, none of that. Like, I'm gonna need these bills paid. I'm gonna need what's up? You taking me on a trip? Oh, my car, this, like, what? Hold on, come on, what? I only know you for a week. I'm just saying I know y'all deal with some shit on your end, but I'm not making this up. They tell you literally from the jump, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna need. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have to agree.
So I feel like men do that.
Men do what?
Some men do that, but I don't know if they're just trying to figure out like if you gullible. I don't know, but
oh, you mean men ask you what you need?
No, not ask me what I need. Like, I have a lot of friends, and one of my girlfriends, she was chilling with this dude or whatever. They was talking like heavy for like 2 weeks. He was coming over, she was going over, vice versa. And all of a sudden he like, yo, I'm short, you know, I just had to pay my rent. And I got
we're not talking about them. I don't know who y'all be dealing with.
But I don't know if that's a test. I don't know. But like,
No.
I feel
No,
like
that's not a test.
That's
That's
weird.
not a test. No man is doing that test. Like that's no.
But I don't expect the man to pay a bill immediately.
I don't.
You said what?
I don't expect any man that I'm dealing with to pay a bill immediately.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's true.
They really out here asking for bills to be paid.
Listen to what I'm
You know what they out here asking for, though? That's not act crazy. What's in that cup you drinking? You know what they out here asking for?
My girlfriends don't do that.
First of all, it's hard for me to even ask. It's hard for me to even form my lips to even ask. 9 times out of 10, I'm not even telling the man what I'm really dealing with, what I really got going on. Like, I'm not telling you that I got tuition due and rent due and my cell phone bill due all in the same week.
Yeah, it's the cell phone. It's the cell phone the first week. That's usually the first thing. It's the cell phone. They fish you with that. Then you don't follow up with the phone. Then you probably ain't even speaking to shorty no more. That's how I go. I'm talking from a man perspective.
You know what?
But you forgot about the phone. You forgot before the phone. You done spent like already $400 on like 2 dates because they done picked the restaurant that they
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you.
Yeah.
I gotta step my game up.
Yes, I need better girlfriends.
I need to start asking for shit.
We need to find us some better girlfriends to show us. But no, I do believe though, for me, that's a test. Like if I'm not feeling a nigga no more, I'm asking for some money.
Yeah, I will make up something. Yeah. If I don't want you around, I will ask you for money. That's the quickest way to get a nigga out your face. Like that's the quickest way without you ghosting him and feeling like bad about shit afterwards. I'll ask you for money just because I know, and I'm not hitting you with no $40 because I'm not a $40 bitch. Not hitting you with that. I don't know what Seth want to do for the ladies. I don't know. I could never understand where $40 came from.
Get some gas in your car, not my car, but
I only buy premium. But anywho.
I ain't no regular bitch.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what $40 can do. I'm asking you maybe at minimum, maybe like $300. At minimum.
That'll get them out your face quick.
I know niggas that's gonna cut that.
Huh?
I said I know niggas that's gonna cut that.
That's fine.
You know, keep going up in increments. Listen, see.
Now I like them some more. Now
Listen.
Now we're back in good graces. But I have yet
I like you some more. Yeah.
I have yet to meet a nigga who has done that.
No. Maybe they ain't like us like that either. Oh.
Man, listen. I feel like what you just said is on it. Like this whole conditional love thing, or however you want to conditional provider. I feel like, man, that's already how we are approached. Is what we can bring to the table or what we can provide. It's less about who you are and what you feel or whatever, who you are as a person is automatically set on that standard. Number one, so I feel like women get to pick and choose. So I would feel like it's not really us that's the conditional providers. It's more so, I think that's more of a woman thing. We don't really have the ability to do that. Because any woman that you're going to get involved with, down the line at some point, you're going to have to provide for some sense. And it's not going to be just because you're happy with her or whatever. If it's a real woman and y'all in the situation and she has tough times or something happened, as a man, you're going to step up and do what you're supposed to do or what society says that you're supposed to do. So we don't really have the opportunity to be conditional providers unless we're fucking with somebody that we don't give a fuck about. Then that's when you can pick and choose on what you want to do. Other than that, then it's what's expected of a man is what's expected of a man.
So how soon do you feel like would be too soon? Like what's the earliest that a woman could ask you for something and you feel like comfortable enough to do it?
That varies on a person. It don't have no time limit on when you could do something for somebody. It depends on the person.
The situation, what they're asking for,
right.
All that plays into.
I don't ain't no time limit. It's the person.
Yeah.
It's the person. It's how you feel about the person, and that's what is going to allow you to do what you want to do or should do. And if not, then you take your time doing it or won't do it. That's it. That's more so how men operate. If a nigga fuck with you, it don't matter if he knew you for 2 weeks or 2 days. If he fuck with you and he feel you like that, then he's going to step up and do something for you if you're in the situation. It really where it matters.
Oh. I don't know. I think, unfortunately, it goes back to what he was saying as far as like us. I think y'all having to pay. So I think like for every situation prior to you that comes into play, I think that's why they would be asking for what you want to do for me and what, because they've been ran over by niggas.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes back to what I just said, right? We still paying for everything that comes from your past.
I heard you. I heard you, and I was listening, and
I said, full circle.
And I said that.
So we came right back to that.
Like for me personally, and again personally, I'm only speaking from my experience. For me to actually decide, like there is certain niggas that I can ask shit for, I don't know, whatever. I can ask stuff and then immediately know, like, oh, he's going to give it to me. Because my thing is, if you lead with that, if you lead with your wallet, nigga, I'm going to use you for your wallet. Like, if it's not nothing that's like, everything that you want to talk about is how much money you make, how much money you get, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or you, oh, okay, you got them right. I'm going to treat you for you and use you for your wallet. But I feel like if, like Rel stated something earlier, like you already spent like $400 on 2 dates. If that's something that you done already hit me to, then yeah, that's something that you would then have to sustain throughout the time that we're dealing with.
So don't get me used to a vibe that you can't sustain.
Exactly. And now,
I agree with that, but that just because we went on 2 dates for 400 don't mean I'm gonna cut you a check.
That does. No, I'm not. Like I said, it depends on how you lead with it. Like I said, if you somebody that's out here, you flashy, you let Gucci down to your socks. I make this, I bring this, I do this, I do that. Okay, then yeah, you done took me on 2 days that already cost $400. Then I expect you to do that. Therefore, if you're not somebody that's coming, that's like you seem like you might be humble. Or you seem like, okay, this might go somewhere or whatever, or you interested a little bit more than just spending your money on me, then that's not what I'm going to use you for. Not saying that I use you, but that's not what I'm going to be in the situation for.
I don't even, because I've met men who spend a couple dollars on me initially. You do, you don't, you don't. You know, like I'm not expecting that from you. I'm like, you do, you don't, you don't. Me, I'm gonna be me regardless. Whether you spend whatever you spend or whether you spend what you don't spend, but what you're not about to do is ask me for anything. That's just what it is. Like, if you spend your money, you spend your money. But if you don't, you don't. But you're not about to ask me for anything either. Because I feel like men be out here looking for sugar mamas or whatever too. Like, I really do feel like it goes both ways. I feel like I done had niggas think that they can try me because of where I live and what I drive and how I dress. Sometimes it's like, you think you can ask me for a couple dollars? No, but this ain't that. We're not doing that.
This ain't that. I feel you. They shouldn't be asking.
Not that. I don't necessarily put a man in a certain category based on what he don't spend. Initially. Now, once we get further down the timeline, and I think you fucking with me the way I'm fucking with you, and I present a problem to you, and it's not met with a solution, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't always have to be financial. But if it's not met with a solution, then I'm good off you.
Mm-hmm. I could agree with that though. I mean, that's anybody in general.
Yeah, but some people, and you know what I've learned too, because I was recently in a situation and somebody came through for me or whatever, but I never asked them. I told them what was going on with me, and they chose to fix the situation. And then my friend was going through a similar situation, and that person was like, "Well, because you didn't ask me, you didn't get it. All you had to do was ask." I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't put me like I don't like it, but I can understand because you don't ask. I'm not closed mouths don't get fed. I do get that, but I don't like that. I don't like those kind of men.
Just ask me.
You know, and don't make me ask you. Because if it's me and if it's something I can do, I'm just gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna offer myself to you in whatever capacity I can. I don't like those men who make me ask.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we almost at 1:30. So we're gonna wrap this thing up tonight. Do you
And we saved the whole show. Look at that.
We appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all will want to come back later. We do appreciate y'all though.
I feel like this is something that we need. Like I said, I don't feel like this was like a whole combative. Well, men do this, women do that. Da 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 da. I really want to start to have a real life dialogue and get people's men and women perspective, so we can actually come together and love on each other.
Yeah. Yes, and understand, because we don't know it all, and I don't pretend to know it all. And I be wanting to get some men's perspective. I feel like I could be a better, well-rounded person if I could understand it from both points of view.
And vice versa.
So we do want to thank you guys for taking the time out and not watching the game.
Thank you.
Real sort of. Anyway. I appreciate y'all most definitely for pulling up on us. And like I said, it was definitely for conversations like this to come. Again, guys, make sure you are follow the Chef Real on her. You say that.
Herbal Libations. Herbal Libations 821. That's the wine and the butter and the temperatures.
Yes, make sure you follow him on Instagram because of those dots I got thrown off. But yeah, what he said, Herbalizations 821 Instagram. And also take the time out to follow Prince Hakeem. Also, get yourself some of those good cookies and that good wine that I could definitely vouch for. You will be fucked up. You most definitely.
Oh, having a cookie and some wine at the same time.
Oh no, you're gonna be asleep for 3 days.
That's a good time. I have to be home. I have to.
Yes.
Because it's
in the safe space.
I already know what the cookie do. I'm not worried about that. But to have the wine on top of the cookie,
yeah, that wine is good.
I'm turning it into a wino though.
But again, we want to thank you guys again. So for everybody that's still here, whoever's still tuned in, make sure you guys catch me again here, same place, same time. Me and King Cedar. I'm sorry, I forgot about you. Here, same place, same time. Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. Also, spin the block to watch the Rabbit Hole 13 our show last night. We was lit again.
Blooper.
blooper. Make sure you guys check us out. Spin the block. Make sure you guys are following all of our social media pages. And like I always say before I get out of here, everybody stay positive, always be empowered, and ladies, please, as always, stay pretty. We'll catch you here next week, same place, same time. See y'all later.